Look here. Look here. Look, listen. Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about.
I don't know, Pimp. That advice may have helped you this time, Pimp. If you appeared offline and didn't do this interview, you might be okay. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. Today I am talking about the recent New York Times interview with our boy Big J, where he talked about the whole Bernie meme and online bullying and all those other topics that we'll kind of talk about a little bit in this article here. So most of you guys know yesterday the article was actually pulled because the reporter that was doing the paper actually got a few internet folks got a hold of the person and provided additional content on our boy Wings, and essentially told her about his racist rants, his homophobic rants, his age of consent rants, and of course the reporter was shocked, didn't know about this, and she decided she was going to pull the article. And once she pulled the article, she had informed Wings that she was going to include this in the article, and of course that made our boy Wings spiral. He essentially had a pity stream yesterday, which was pretty epic, and I'll show that in a little bit. But I want to talk about the news article first. First things first, I'm not I read the article, and to be honest, the reporter was pretty fair to Jordy, to Richard. She was pretty fair to him. She could have buried him really bad, and she took the tack of not doing that. She did mention his homophobic rants, his racist rants, the whole age of consent. She mentioned it, and of course she allowed Richard to actually comment on that piece. So she did that. So I think she was really fair to him. I think it could have been a lot worse than it could have been. If I would have been the reporter, I would have turned this whole article into kind of focusing on Wings, and maybe use the angle of why do people troll people? Why do these memes happen? Because they typically have an origin. Some people just don't decide, I'm going to hate on someone because, they're on the internet. There's usually something that happens that spurs this to happen, and we all know what it is with Wings. His arrogance, the way he treated people when he first started streaming, the whole syndicate bog issue that occurred, his banning of people, his screaming at people, his yelling at people, him basically being derogatory to his viewers, his racist, homophobic rants, the age of consent rants, and on and on and on. We all know what it is. So essentially, that's why Wings has so many detractors and trolls, and that's why memes like the whole Bernie memes happen. Now, the whole Bernie memes, as most of you guys know, that has nothing to do with being racist or making fun of a certain group of people or anything. What that is, the meme is the whole Bernie and the last name is highlighting Wings' racism. And that's why it's tied. So it's actually more highlighting the fact that Wings has been a racist and said racist things. And I just want to put that out there. I don't want anyone feeling like, anyone making or posting this meme is making fun of black people or anyone else. It's the farthest from the case. That's not that at all. It's essentially just highlighting Wings' past with racial comments. So just wanted to state that. So in the article, they start talking about all the recent events, the Uvalde, Texas shooting, the Buffalo shooting. Look at our Jay here, Big J. All right, Jay, you could have cleaned up your beard a little bit. You could have ironed your shirt. You could have looked a little bit better, but I mean, I've seen worse of Wings. But all right, you're rocking that polo shirt. All right, whatever. So essentially, the article starts talking about the recent events, and then she starts talking about the whole Bernie thing, how that started, where it popped up in, where it crept in, and she got into a little bit of how that it's caused some issues, where news, like CNN, even the Russian media, different areas had to comment on this. And then it started getting into the whole conspiracy theory and why is this happening and so on. And then it starts talking about how this stems from Twitter, Reddit, Discord, so on. And then they get into the actual the whole Bernie meme. And then here they do a video call with Jordy. So it was true that he did do a video call. And, they talk about how this all started and when he became aware of it. And then the article actually morphed into his online harassment and trolling and why that's happened and so on. It's a pretty quick article. The Wings is a little bit of the article, but it's more focusing on trolls and memes and stuff like that. But anyway, they kind of made Jordy the focal point here because of the whole Bernie meme. And then they talk about his past, how he started streaming, why he started streaming and all that. And then right here is what I want to highlight and I want to read. Mr. Jordan, who streamed himself playing video games on YouTube under the Wings of Redemption handle, has nearly 444,000 subscribers. He began playing Call of Duty for an online audience in 2008 after losing his job at a steel mill, which was false. He actually did that before, but anyway. Before that, he regularly appeared on a podcast. The podcast, I believe, was after the whole COD stuff, but anyway, where he attracted some criticism for statements including some homophobic and racial slurs and comments in support of lowering the age of consent. Now, right here, she could have slammed him, and she could have said some of the shit that he said, and the age of consent not being lowered to say from 18 to 16, but he actually said 12. So she could have really slammed him, and she chose not to. So that's why I said the article isn't that bad, and I think fair to Wings. I personally think they should have included what he said, because then that actually makes it seem like, yeah, this isn't lowering age of consent from 18 to 16. This is 18 to 12 is what Wings wanted to do. And then he said, I've apologized profusely for the error of my juvenile thought process and live with the ramifications of that every day, he said, attributing the comments to his shock jock routine. Nobody buys that, pimp. And we all know that you've doubled down several times in the past trying to justify why you wanted to lower the age of consent like you did. And also some of your racial remarks and stuff. So you can go on YouTube and there are hundreds of compilations out there where you can look it up yourself and see what our boy Wings said. So I mean, she could have really hammered him, and he didn't. And then they started talking about where this all started and stuff, and they started talking about the weight loss surgery and how, he raised $26,000, got the procedure, and then we all know about the whole weight loss surgery and why people trolled Wings for that. So I mean, it wasn't a very lengthy article. They do talk about that, and then they start talking about statistics. They start talking about Twitter. They talk about the response that Twitter has done to the whole Bernie memes, and them just deleting it whenever it's involved and suspending accounts that post that type of stuff, which is false, because I know several people that have posted the Bernie meme and they're still online, but whatever. So that's essentially the news article. In a bit, I will post this news article to this video in the description if you guys want to read it, but if not, you guys can just you guys can do a Google search and type Wings of Redemption New York Times, and it should pop up. It's the first link. And then they really just start focusing on what MSN has done, the mass media, whenever the whole Bernie thing, and it's really not that big or serious. I mean, come on now, it gets on Twitter, it gets a couple thousand posts or tweets, and then it's gone by the same day, and no one really cares. But it's funny to the online community to poke fun at Richard. And that's why it's done. But I think this news article was reaching. I think it was a news reporter that had nothing better to write about and decided, oh, maybe I'll write about this. And then I guess she's on Twitter and she saw the whole the whole Bernie stuff and realized, let me reach out to our boy Wings, talk about it. And that's why the news story occurred. Anyway, you guys can check it out. It's not that bad, but that one piece in there, they do expose Wings for being the racist and his racist and homophobic slurs and the whole age of consent, and it's in there. And people are gonna read it and they're gonna get curious and say, all right, what's this all about? All right. So essentially, that's all I wanted to talk about regarding the news story. It is pretty damning. I mean, he's gonna get some shit over this. The thing I'd like to talk about is just how dumb Wings is. I mean, he got exposed last week and, you know, opened up his mouth like he always does. Like, you know, he wanted to be like he wanted to seem like a big man to his friends and be like, oh yeah, I doxed Wings 007. I'm doing a news article with the New York Times. He wanted to be pompous like he always is. And he got busted for it. The people that were streaming with him posted that video. It went viral. And everybody jumped on it. First, they started, you know, mass reporting him for the whole doxing with Wings 007. And then people started harassing him about the New York Times article where maybe it was fake, maybe it wasn't true. Wings was lying, you know, and Wings can never just ignore that stuff. Wings always has to counter and talk about it. And that's the reason why he always addresses detractors on his stream. He always comments on the thousands and thousands of comments or questions that he's been asked a million times because he feels like he needs to retort or he needs to respond to everything. And what ended up happening? He got goaded into revealing more information that he should have revealed. So essentially yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, he was doing a stream and decided, you know, people were calling his article fake and whatever. And he decided, oh, fake? Okay, here's a screenshot. And he showed the person's name who was doing the news article. And what ended up happening? Discord, Reddit, all of the usual folks got that information and reached out to this reporter and said, hey, do you know that your boy Jordy here has done this, has a racial remark history, has a homophobic remark history, wanted to lower the age of consent, and so on and so on. And they just bombarded her with all that information. And she got the information, and like a good reporter said, oh, I'm gonna check this out and go from there. And she let Wings know that she was essentially canceling the article, which means she had to revise it. And then I guess she let him know that she was going to revise it and include the comments and so on, which in this video you'll see here from Lumix. You see our boy Jay is really upset. So I'm gonna link Lumix's video to my video. You guys can check it out. And then I'm just gonna skip around. I just want to show you a little bit of our boy Jay and his little pity party yesterday. So
let's go ahead and make this Lumix video. Oh.
Thanks for trying.
John, why did you show up, dude? Like if you lose, I'm gonna have to deal with, so I don't want to think about it. I just want to kind of like space out and forget life even exists. Hey, baby. Well, the article doesn't come out till tomorrow. Hey, man, I hope everything's all right. I have no clue, dude. Honestly. Mongo's not passed away. My mother can't sell the trailer without my signature. What happened, brother? What do you mean, BGT? Well, since I showed that I actually did the New York Times article, the trolls went and sent the person all the nasty clips throughout the years, and now she wants to put those in the article as well. And this is gonna royally fuck my life. Fact is, I didn't give the trolls heads up about the article. I had somebody that I thought was my friend leak it that I told in private. Having a bad day. I reap what I sow. Not defamation, it'd be liable. Not defamation, it'd be liable.
Not defamation, it'd be liable.
But again, I ain't got the money to sue for that, dude. I'm still saving up to pay my taxes from last year. Let me explain something to you guys. Just because you say words doesn't give it content. Go look up the Hulk Hogan Gawker interview. There was a leaked audio tape of Hulk Hogan going on this racist rant about basketball players and everything else. And that's where all that racist stuff comes from. Like, is there other instances where I've said the N-word, but I've never said it with malice. Never said it in a hateful way. They think Bongo's dead.
Bongo is very much alive.
JJ, nobody likes to be painted in this light. Because I'm not a racist. And I'm not a pedophile. I don't beat my wife. I don't kill animals. Like, all this stems from an area of PKA where I was trying to just be popular, right? I was young, I was dumb, and you grow up a lot. You might think that 23, 24, 25 is Bailey goes crazy when Bongo's in the house. Might think that you know a lot, but it changes. I shouldn't have any animals in my possession. I'm very good with animals. I don't think you guys can't be Bailey.
Let me do this. Let me do this.
I'll do it.
Did you see how Kelly turned into a linebacker and she was going to tackle Wings because she was so worried he was going to do something to that poor dog? That's the reason why, Pimp, people don't believe you. That's why people say that you harm animals and your past statements, Pimp. So just a tip, don't do that, Pimp. Just ignore it. Let your wife handle it next time. But it looks like the Grinch here. God knows why she was wearing a Grinch costume. But anyway, I'll leave Kelly alone. I don't want to mess with Kelly with. My focus is Wings here. So yeah, as you guys saw in this video here, he's just having a meltdown and having a pity stream and a crying stream. Crying stream. And it's your fault, Pimp. It's your fault. First of all, you doxed someone. And you admitted to doxing someone. And you were trying to act like Mr. Big Tough Guy and try to, make your friends believe that, you're doing something about the trolls. Then when you get called out on the doxing and you get called out on the New York Times article, it's, a lot of people are saying it was fake. And I know I thought that maybe it was fake as well, just like your whole FBI agent stuff is. What you do is you get goaded into revealing more information when you should have just shut up and not said anything and never commented on it. You should have just did the article and not said anything to anyone. You, Pimp, should know for all these years of trolling, how, where you've opened your mouth and you've exposed yourself and people pounce on it and you never fucking learn. You never learn. So I don't feel bad for you, Pimp. I don't know how many times I've told you in my video, I've given you advice and basically said, shut up, stop talking about your personal life, stop revealing that stuff. And you continue to do it. So that's on you, Pimp. The shit you get from that's all on you, Pimp. And then you're going to rehash everything all over again. Why are you rehashing the last 7 years of your life? Why? You do the same thing on stream every time. When someone makes a comment, someone says, you failed at the weight loss surgery. You stole money. You V6 Mustang. What you do to pets. What's going on with Bongo. All of these things that apparently infuriate you, you still have to talk about them and comment them on chat. Why? If they bother you or they're not germane to the stream, don't respond to them. And when you ban someone, why do you have to say something? Why do you have to tell them that you ban them? All they're going to do is just create another account and jump back in and harass you again even more. All you need to do is just ban them on the quiet. Time them out, ban them on the quiet, and that's it. And be over with it. And that person won't be there to harass you. But no, you need to make a big spectacle of it. You need to be a big man. You need to show you're banning people and you're teaching people a lesson. And you look like a fool. And all it does is just crop up more and more trolls and detractors against you. But yeah, Pimp, you brought this all upon yourself. You brought this all upon yourself when you opened your mouth and you exposed yourself and you told people your business when you shouldn't have been saying anything. But you never learn. You never learn because you think you're so much smarter than everyone else. You're the type of person that you go in a room and you automatically think that you're the brightest person in that room. And 9 out of 10 times, pimp, you're not. You're probably one of the stupidest. So while everybody's playing 4D chess against you, you're playing Hungry Hungry Hippo. Or you're playing some child game. And you don't get it. But in your narcissistic mind, you think you're just so much smarter than everyone. And over and over and over again, you get exposed for not being too bright. And this is one of those times, pimp. So, there's more to this that's going to be coming out essentially. So this is just the primer. So I have it on good authority. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I have it on good authority that this article has been submitted to several, let's just say businesses, that our boy Jay, how can I put this without exposing too much? It's been provided to several companies that Jay uses, or Liquid Richard uses for his streaming career, and I have it on good authority that a couple of them already responded, and it doesn't look good for your boy Jay. It doesn't look good for him. So I think we may need to start seeing him stream on Facebook Gaming maybe next, or he might go to Twitch, or I'm not sure, but that's a separate video. Just a little teaser for you guys. When that starts rolling out, I'll definitely be making videos on it and providing you with more content on that. But stay tuned. This story has a lot more legs, and it's going to get way worse for our boy Jordy than in the next few days. So stay tuned. Hope you liked the video. Drop a comment if you did. If you are enjoying this, the Wings saga, post a comment in your section. Is there something you want me to talk about this specific issue? Let me know in the comment section. I'll try to provide it and provide the commentary in the next video. But stay tuned. Seriously, there's gonna be a couple more shoes dropping soon. So, all right, people, peace out.